I'm pretty sure the majority of millionaires, and probably all billionaires, will already be aware of the marshmallow test and what it teaches us. So if you're not aware, listen closely, because understanding this and how you can control and develop it is the foundation to everything else you do to make money in your life. In the 1960s, a psychologist named Walter Mischel conducted an experiment at Stanford University that would become known as the Marshmallow experiment. He brought children into a room and offered them a choice. They could have one marshmallow now, or they could wait for 15 minutes and get 2 marshmallows. Some of the children couldn't resist. They couldn't resist the temptation and ate the marshmallow right away. Others were able to wait and they were rewarded with 2 marshmallows. But what's really interesting is what happened to these children later in life. Walter and his team followed up with them years later and found that those who were able to delay gratification and hang on for 2 marshmallows were more successful in many areas of their lives. In general, they found they scored higher SAT scores, reported lower levels of substance abuse, were less likely to be obese, and overall had better social skills and self-control. Incredibly, one of the children that participated in the study was Susan Wojcicki, who up until recently was the CEO of YouTube. In fact, her mother said in her book that the researchers had contacted her and shared that Susan was a child that waited the longest of all the kids they tested. So how has this study been able to create a prediction between a children's behaviour and later success? How can understanding this help you make more money? Well, the test was able to give researchers a link between self-control and success. It demonstrates that those with better self-control, even as children, could be an indicator of later success in life. In short, the key word here is delayed gratification. Those able to delay gratification control those impulses that might scratch an itch in the short term in favour for the gratification they receive by working towards longer term success. For example, let's say you want to get in shape. You could choose to eat junk food and watch TV all day, or you could choose to eat healthy and exercise. The first option might give you immediate pleasure, but the second option will lead to long-term health and happiness. Or let's say you want to get good grades in school. You could choose to procrastinate and play video games all day, or you could choose to study and do your homework. The first option might give you the immediate relaxation, but the second option will lead to long-term academic success. I know if I had understood this better at school, I would have almost certainly got better grades, and to be honest, would have made more money faster in my younger years. Or finally, let's say you want to build wealth. You could choose to spend all your money on material possessions, or you could choose to invest your money and save for the future. The first option might give you immediate satisfaction, but the second option will lead to long-term financial stability. The bottom line is, delaying gratification can help you achieve your goals and lead a successful life. It sounds simple, but it is this simple thing that is actually really hard to do consistently in life. But there are ways to consciously develop better impulse control that could help you make more money in the future. It may surprise you, but there have been studies that have shown that meditation can increase self-control and delayed gratification. One such study was published in the Psychological Science that found that participants who completed a brief meditation exercise were 30% more likely to choose a delayed reward over an immediate one. There are multiple other studies that support this and provide the overall conclusion that meditation can be an effective tool for increasing self-control and delayed gratification. If those kids had meditated pre-marshmallow tests, then the result may well have been entirely different. Another way to improve delayed gratification is to set clear goals and priorities. It is way easier to delay gratification when you have a clear sense of what you're working towards. Again, there are a number of studies that prove this statistically, proving that you're almost twice as likely to save more money, exercise regularly, and eat more healthy when you set specific long-term goals around those things. So set specific achievable goals and prioritize them based on their importance and long-term benefits. That way, if you come across impulses like buying something you shouldn't or eating something you probably shouldn't, you've got the context in your mind of those longer-term goals that pull you towards those and away from those short-term impulses. Now, there are loads of other proven ways that can help improve the skill of impulse control and delayed gratification, but I'll share one more quite literally because we could have a whole 30-minute video talking about the others. If you want me to make that video, comment below. But the one that I personally find most impactful in my life is regular exercise. It seems obvious, but what you may not know is a study found that just 20 minutes of moderate exercise can increase prefrontal cortex activity by 15%. The reason that's important is because the prefrontal cortex is involved in functions such as decision making, planning, and impulse control. It has a crucial role in helping us resist immediate temptations in order to achieve longer term goals. So there you have it. Delaying gratification is one of the keys to making more money and achieving more success in many areas of your life. And the good news is it's a skill that you can develop with practice. Now, since the marshmallow test, there have been numerous studies that have claimed to debunk the marshmallow test. These studies have looked at how the social and economic background of a child impacts their decision making, for instance. And all that makes complete sense. But it's impossible to deny the impact of the original marshmallow test has been very interesting. It showed the world that certain personality traits impacted a person's success, and the key takeaway we can all take from the marshmallow test and other studies that have followed is that your environment as well as you can mold the personality traits that increase the odds of achieving success. I'm continually striving to learn and develop myself, and a big part of this YouTube channel is all about sharing what I can pinpoint that has helped me achieve goals, but also to share what I'm learning as I go. Me, you, all of us, we're not the finished articles. We should be pushing to learn and improve ourselves every day. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it tells me and YouTube that I'm doing a good job. And if you have any comments, leave them below. I love to reply to questions. And of course, if you enjoy this video, I'd encourage you to watch the entire series on my YouTube channel, as well as subscribing. Goodbye.